I'm Ronnie Cummins. I'm the International Director of the Organic Consumers Association and our Mexico affiliate, Via Organica. And along with Vandana Shiva and several others, we've set up an international network called Regeneration International. We're here in Costa Rica, and we have representatives from 22 different countries, scientists, campaign organizers, writers, media people, and we're trying to form a network, Regeneration International, that will be a global communications and advocacy network to help groups all over the world. We're trying to move in a regenerative direction.
So the whole trick of industrial agriculture is to reduce agriculture systems to monocultures of commodity and count the commodities without letting the world know most of these commodities are going to feed animals and run cars as biofuels. This is not a food system. It has failed as a food system. Ecological agriculture produces real food by giving back nutrients to the soil through organic matter, which then gets recycled in our food system.
The governments of the world and the large businesses of the world are failing to solve the climate crisis. They're failing to solve the crisis of poverty, the crisis of environmental degradation, the crisis of values and ethics. And so if the governments and the corporations can't solve the problem, then we, the people, are going to have to solve the problem.
So what we are talking about is regenerating a new democracy, regenerating new economies, regenerating agriculture, which is at the heart of the problem, but can be at the heart of the solution. And everyone eats. Most people in the world are farmers. So it's an invitation to everyone to join, and everyone loves freedom rather than being controlled by fraudulent corporations and criminal corporations, I would add.
We need the conscious consumers of the world, of which there's potentially several billion of them in the global north, to get into alliance with the 1.5 billion small farmers, ranchers, forest dwellers in the global south and across the world. With this mighty alliance of north-south farmers, consumers, scientists, public health people, we can start to turn things around.
Because the problem is big, the challenge we've taken on is big, but the small steps we take, seed by seed, to say, I will not use GMO seed on my farm. I will save seeds. I will become a seed saver. I will not use chemicals on my farm. I will do ecological agriculture. I will not contribute to greenhouse gases by the way I do farming. I will not destroy my health. I will not be partner in destroying farmers. Each of us, every day, can take these actions. They're small actions doable by ordinary people, but millions taking it on is where people will bring the solution when governments and corporations are only creating problems.
If we can come together and cooperate, share information, share best practices, launch campaigns together, one thing these big corporations cannot control is they can't control how consumers spend their consumer dollars. They can't control what autonomous small farmers around the world plant and grow and do.
Well, I think the world is ready for a commitment worldwide to renewing our lives, going from degeneration of the industrial order, the corporate rule, the undemocratic institutions that have been stolen by corporate rule, to regeneration of the economy, of democracy, of our food systems. The world is ready in objective conditions. Our work is to make them ready in their minds and their hearts.
We can't solve the health crisis without solving the food and farming crisis. We can't solve the climate crisis unless we sequester the excess CO2 in the atmosphere back in the soil to where it belongs. We can do this, but it's going to take a rising of the global grassroots to do so. And the good news is that there are still ethical businesses. There are still some politicians who are listening to their constituencies. So I'm very hopeful. I've been wanting to help start a network with Vandana and people, others for a long time. Now we're ready. This is 2015. The UN has designated this year as the year of the soil. We're heading into the most important climate summit in Paris in December that we've had up until now. But we have to take charge of our own destiny here. And if the governments and the corporations won't solve the problem, we the people have to solve them ourselves, and we can do that.